Well, good morning. What's going on? Want to give a quick update. We just had another low for this move down around 98.75 and a quick run to 10.1. So quick 250 off the low. Litecoin 72.63. Damn. I wish I had a little bit of Litecoin somewhere here. What's up, John, Clint, everybody? What's up, Hondo? Tree Man. Nice trade, Wayne. So, what? I really wasn't prepared to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. We got, let's wait just a second, 64 people here. There's 10.126. That was probably just a fifth wave of, I would think, further downside. Let me see here. Litecoin, Ethereum. Let me grab a couple more charts here real quick. Because here's Bitcoin USD. I'm going to show this. The technometer is down to 36.64, which is definitely oversold. I gave a sell up here at 10.8 or so because the technometer was at 47. 50 is normally a sell, but we're in a correction here, so it might not get a 50, which we didn't. 47 really turned it down. I'm not sure 36.64 will I don't think that means we're going to make a bottom here. So we got to watch. Bitcoin USDT. You can see there we're at 41. These are from about 15 minutes ago. So, 41's not a buy yet. So I think we are oversold, but again, we're in a correction. So there is selling coming in. If you go here, I've talked about the blue line being up here at the highs, which made this whole rally, I think, suspect, and say we need further downside. You can see we've came off some here, but nothing major. If we go back out to the 4-hour, you can see here that's still at an extremely high level, which I have said makes me concerned that we've got to come down and take out 9,000, do an 8,000 maybe to get some of these numbers back. Get more people short, get longs out, etc. What's up, Kim? What's up, Short? So, Steve-O. So that's, if that chart still looks like we got to go lower, I've shown this, as everybody knows, something down around 8,000 would help. Usually at the end of corrections, that's when the selling really comes in, because everybody buys 13.5, everybody buys 13.1, everybody buys 12, and shit, I guess everybody bought 10.8. So it looks like, I don't know. It just looks like 9,500 suspect by this Elliott wave count, which I've been showing. We need to break this 9,500. That could be, but that fifth wave can extend clear down to 8,000. So I think with our sharp rallies, just like we just did, quick 300. But everybody kept talking what made me bullish. I said 11.1, 11.2 would. We didn't get that. Looks like that fourth wave held. So I have shown a couple ideas. Since the technometer is so oversold, I've shown some type of triangles that could happen. Actually, this one could make a little bit of sense. So if you see this now, let's change it. I threw this before the price action. So that would support a rally clear back to like 10.4 or something. So again, not saying that, but shorts isn't going to want to hear that, because I really think being short here probably still works. But again, a rally to 10.4 I wouldn't like to see, but I don't think that changes anything, because that count could still work out. But really, like I said, I think we're in this count where and more selling will come in once we get down below these lows. Everybody knows if we see 9,500, if we see 91.50 and break those levels, that is going to bring some selling in. There is going to be some stops down there. So whether we're going to do that now in the next few days, or whether we're going to figure out how to bounce and do it, I still think that's coming. So and Litecoin, same type of thing. Everybody knows I'm working off a sell at 99.40. That was my last sell, so trying to figure out where to buy it back. I actually had buys at 70 this morning and canceled them, which right now looks not too good. Now we're at 73, so I thought we'd get a little bit deeper. And again, if Bitcoin's going to break below 9,500, Litecoin might bounce here, but surely is going to see more downside. So if I had a gun to my head, I'd be long a little bit of Litecoin here. When we were just at 9,900, I had orders ready to go, but we had that quick 200, so I missed it. I've mentioned XMR, kind of following Bitcoin. That's a coin I think you can be long somewhere here. So I'm watching that one to have a little bit of that. XRP had that run to what, 30 cents? Here at 29.5. Back down. I think maybe it's trying to bottom, but I don't think it's going to go up yet. What's up, Dustin? No, I'm not long any Litecoin for my trading accounts. I sold it all at 99.40 or so. I was just saying I had orders to buy at 70 this morning, canceled them right before it got down there, and I really wanted to buy it a minute ago, so I shouldn't have canceled the 70s. I just felt like Bitcoin is still trending lower, but maybe Litecoin's going to start outperforming. So Litecoin, Bitcoin chart probably is going to look a little bit better here. But I think if you had to buy something here, I mean, probably Litecoin's a safer coin to be setting in than anything else. Classic had a good run above 6 to 650. That one trying to show a little bit of strength. So with the oversold Bitcoin USD chart, I mean, I think that's, and I will say I've not been a fan of Ethereum, but I will say Ethereum 40.91 on Ethereum USDT. You can see OP's went to a new low here compared to the previous, while price is holding. That's encouraging on Ethereum. Ethereum USD, even better. You can see 37.74, as oversold as it's been here since middle of July. Same thing, OP new low, price doesn't. So maybe if you have two Ethereum, maybe it's okay here down a little bit. Again, XRP trying to maybe look a little bit better, but I'm not in a hurry down that. Link, Atom, Matic, some of those are names that we've looked at. Nick Trades, those are ones that, again, I think they're going lower because I think Bitcoin's going to see. I don't think you want to buy Bitcoin until it breaks 9,500, and that could be high risk because we could get a quick rally out of there, but I think we're still going lower than that, so I think you got to be careful. Okay, BNB USDT, we're going to show that one real quick. That's one we have talked about, really haven't done anything. Let's go out to the 4 hour. Had a good run. I mean, that's still a pretty good coin, but again, not doing anything there. While we're here, BAT, that one's gotten cremated. A lot of people chase that one higher, including some competitors. That one, not cool. Saw the hype on that one. It's we have no BAT, so not worried about that one either. So again, Ethereum, Litecoin, maybe will try to act better. Medium long, I mean, I think Bitcoin's going to take out. Bitcoin's going to do the wave 2 we've been looking for. And then we start a rally at all-time highs. So if that counts correct, quick sell-off to shake everybody out. This would probably be a spring or a shakeout for Wyckoff, which means we're accumulating, reaccumulating at higher prices, but we can still scare everybody with a spring or a shakeout. So I think that's what's coming. I mentioned on the live show, because we was bearish Monday night, that the bad news is definitely friendly, but it could get flip-flopped around where people's going to take it as bearish, kind of when the CME futures came out, the SIBO, so that could maybe happen again. The alts have busted. We've stayed away from them. We sold a lot of alts when we was doing that 13.5 and the 13.1. So, I mean, we do hodl them. I don't want to get it twisted. I mean, we have alts in hodl positions. But I'm definitely more overweighted Bitcoin, Litecoin, etc. And with new accounts, I'm way overweighted Bitcoin, and right now way overweighted USD. I've got a lot of cash here because of all my previous sells. Pete, that's a question. I mean, I've got oversold, but that doesn't mean anything in a correction. So no, I think we're still headed lower. The only trade I wanted to do a minute ago was I wanted to own some Litecoin. If Bitcoin would break down one more time here short term, I probably would nibble on some Litecoin at 72 or something maybe. Not even sure of that. I mean, Discord will get that trade. If you don't know, we got a Discord account. Anybody new? So head to the Discord. Appreciate it, James. I mean, yeah, I've got new accounts 100% in cash with nice size accounts, so, and other accounts 70%. So it just matters what somebody's comfortable with trading. I think Nick mentioned XRP into the Swell concert or the conference. So I probably agree with that, but I have not given a new buy on XRP. I mean, the last rally from below 24 to almost 30 was nice. I can't buy that probably until I'm really friendly everything in general. So owning a little here maybe wouldn't hurt. I think it's going to be drug lower still. Matic, I think, is one that chart wasn't too bad, but as I showed here, we fell through support and then ride back to it. So that's going to be a hurdle in the future. But still holding up well here. So owning some Matic wouldn't hurt. But again, I think you can get it lower. So same thing here. Let's look at Link. Another one holding up well. I talked about maybe a breakdown to 180 if Bitcoin collapses. I think that'd be, again, a spring or a shakeout. Would be exciting to buy that. Atom's another one. Been a lot of people's favorites. That thing's gotten hammered. I would look at that somewhere lower as well. Litecoin just is acting. And then let's go Litecoin USD, 39.85. Not really. I mean, we had a new low in the OP, but we got a new low on price. So, again, just oversold. No reason to mortgage the house. Litecoin USDT, 42.71. Definitely no reason to mortgage the house there. So, I need to get back to 99.40s that I sold. As you can see here, we had huge buys on the way up for anybody new. We caught this all the way from the, what was that, the 23 and change. Bought it all the way up. We had a lot of stops up here at this 134 when it broke down. Then I bought a 90, sold a 98, bought a 90, sold a 99.40. And I've been in cash. So I do think we're at support. But buying it so far really hasn't worked. What's up, Borgel? So again, I do Wyckoff, but I did mention, especially in the in our Discord, we had a buy around 10.8 on the way down when the technometer was friendly, which gave us all perfect buys on the way up from 3,000. But I thought that one was suspect, so we didn't take it. And then we went from a hugely oversold. There's a 30.6 tech here, which is hugely oversold. 38 normally would catch the low. But on the rally back to 10.8, which was a level we broke down from, on the way back to it, the technometer came back to really it was 47 plus intraday. That's why I said I thought that was going to be a problem, because the buy didn't work and then the rally back to it, which is kind of a breakthrough support, fall through the ice if you do any Wyckoff, and then a rally back to the ice. So that's why I was bearish at 10.8. And that's why it looks like there's still more downside. I mean, I gave shorts higher. It'd be tough to sell it here. I normally try to pick turns. I don't really jump on trends. So selling it here probably works, but that's more risk than I'm willing to take. So on Elliott Wave, ABC down, ABC up, ABC down. So this C wave, I mean, we could go straight to 8,000 here. I really think we're going to break 9,500, have a pretty big rally somewhere there, and then another sell-off. But there's lots. I said it before, this correction, I've called this correction. If we was N1, we got to go lower. Hard to trade corrections because they can go lots of different ways. So we tried to pick our points, doing it pretty successfully. But really, sitting on your hands has probably still been the best thing to do. Right, the 10A short with the 11-1 stop, that did work. Trail some stops now, and it'd be nice to cover swoosh to the downside. So, and there's the Ethereum. I showed that it was the technometer. So this was an upthrust and a downtrend. That's why I showed that. A lot of Wyckofians will just trade that. You get a ride to a new high here and reverses. So it just looks like support down here at 185. I did look for Ethereum to go lower, and I probably still do, but that is one, again, if you have to be long something, that might be better. What's up, Mark? Hey, Roger. So that's the plan. So what do we got? We got stock market up 274 on our free weekend review. Actually, I was looking for a rally. So we're getting that. Again, the technometer here on stocks is a 44. Supported further strength, which we're getting. SPY, Standard & Poor's ETF. Same type of thing, was trading it oversold, so I thought we would have further strength, so we are having some strength there. Anybody that is a pro trader or Discord knows that AMD was one of our longs. Trying to work higher. Square is along. We've got losses in Square. That's one of the trades that we've actually hasn't worked for us. And we are overbought, so this one we're going to be careful with. Might just take a loss and stand aside. GDX, I said, was making an oversold reading Monday. Had a good day yesterday, over 3%. Still down here at oversold, so would like to pick up some GDX, just haven't done it. Missed it yesterday. TLT. Appreciate the subscribe lead. There's TLT, which is still more closer to overbought, so I'm not long TLT. It's had an unbelievable run that we have ridden that all the way this year. And then what? UUP, the dollar index. That's when I think we're headed lower. We are short that. So hopefully that's an upthrust with a test of it. If you go to the UDN, which is thinly traded, probably we have sprung the low and tested it, and we're extreme oversold. So looking for the dollar to come down. Overstock, we're going to show that, Roger. You can see here we got an extremely overbought technometer after a hard break off the highs. This is one we've talked about still liking. So technometer was at oversold here on this break, and then it's quickly back to overbought. So I would look for maybe that one to back and fill a little bit. And if Bitcoin comes down, as we're talking, probably might get a chance to get on that as well. That's one that we would watch on a further pullback. 26 to 15. Quite a bit for 2.5 days. Inverse head and shoulders and link. No, I wouldn't. I don't think I. Let's go to that. Again, I don't trade link much. Nick does more of it. I mean, there'll be a lot of right shoulders here if that's what you're looking at. Left shoulder, head, and right shoulders. I really think we'll probably stab through these and scare everybody. That would make more sense, I think. Well, there's our 5-minute Litecoin, or excuse me, 5-minute Bitcoin chart. Could bounce a little bit here, and then I still think more downside. Litecoin quick off that low at 70. Should have kept those orders in. I would have had the low exact, so that's a screw up of mine. But again, if I would have done that, I probably would sell a rally here and try to keep scalping it. I don't think we're headed dramatically higher. So that's all I got. Just want to give a quick update. Any bigger action, I'll be on here as well. Got a important meeting Saturday, so I still might run home for a couple days. Technometer on Ethereum was oversold on one of them and close to oversold. So Ethereum is looking a little bit better now than what I've been thinking. So if you had to be long something, Ethereum maybe would be a decent area to be setting. Trade Viking, let me get you. I don't know why you don't have a wrench. But there you are. So that's all. Looking for lower prices. We do have some oversold techs, but I think you got to be careful with that. So check us out on Discord, patreon.com/learncrypto. Let me get that here. We've got about 640, I think, now in there. So there's a link, 40 bucks a month. It is getting late in the month. If you pay with crypto, then we can not bill you now and also on the 1st. So keep that in mind. But there's also a lot of information there for 40, even if you pay now and pay again on the 1st. And I got to say, I do manage accounts, private client group. We've had success there, 3% a year based on your account balance. And also manage stock portfolios at Charles Schwab. So with 24/7 markets, it's pretty hard for average person to be able to trade. So hit me up if you're interested. That's all. We're going to run the outro to Who is Wyckoff, and we will catch you again. Appreciate the support. Later.
Good afternoon. My name is Richard D. Wyckoff. Anyone who is interested in the stock, option, or commodity markets is most likely to find my life and teachings to be of great interest and value. I was born November 2nd, 1873. At the age of 15, I had my first job as a stock runner on Wall Street, and by age 25, I had opened my first brokerage firm. I was one of the pioneers in the study of the tape and included volume studies in all my market operations. This volume and its intraday studies is what set me apart from the rest of the market gurus. There was a point that my buy and sell following was so big that it became a powerful part of the daily market. It was at this time that I became known as one of the titans of technical analysis. But all along, my lifelong endeavor was to pass on my accumulated wisdom to others. With that in mind, in 1907, I created the Magazine of Wall Street. At its height, the Magazine of Wall Street had over 200,000 subscribers. That's over 200,000 investors who wanted my thoughts on the current market conditions and trends. Finally, in 1931, I decided to take all my knowledge that I had learned about the stock market and create the Richard D. Wyckoff course of stock market science and technique. I was able to create something that established a new standard of practice in the public stock market operations. I did not claim any monopoly of stock market knowledge, but up to that time, no one else seemed willing to be so frank in offering to the public the most intimate knowledge of the inner workings of the stock market. The good news is that even though I created the Wyckoff Stock Market course back in 1931, the course has been maintained and updated throughout the years and is available to you today. Over 90 years later, my course is still available for investors and traders that want to learn the secrets to the stock market and can be found right now at wyckoffsmi.com.